Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fatini Binti and now I would like to start my oral commentary on the movie titled Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up is a film describing the whole situation and public response of disastrous events which takes place most entirely in the United States of America, specifically in Michigan, New York, Washington, and many more. The movie is in the background of the present year, which is in 2020s. The genre of this film is political satire, science fiction, comedy, and disaster. So, what is it all about? Don't Look Up tells the story of two astronomers attempting to warn humanity about an approaching comet that will destroy human civilization. The impact event is an allegory for climate change, and the film is a satire of government, political, and media indifference towards the climate crisis. Kate Dibiaski, a Michigan State University astronomy PhD candidate, discovers a previously unknown comet just inside of Jupiter's orbit. Her professor, Dr. Binti, calculates that it will impact Earth in about 6 months and is large enough to cause planet-wide extinction event, as NASA internally confirms. Accompanied by NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office head, Dr. Teddy Oglethorpe, Binti and Dibiaski present their findings to the White House. They are met with apathy from President Jenny Orlean and her son, Chief of Staff Jason, who made it even hard for them to convey the important message to everyone. The actual news about the comet trends receives little public attention and is denied by Orlean's director of NASA with no background in astronomy. When Orlean is involved in a sex scandal with her Supreme Court nominee, she diverts attention and tries to improve her approval ratings by confirming the threat of the comet, announcing a project to strike and divert the comet using technology of nuclear weapons. The mission successfully launches, but Orlean abruptly aborts it when Peter Isherwood, the billionaire CEO of the tech company Bash, discovers that the comet contains trillions of dollars worth of rare earth elements that can be used for technology invention. The House agrees to commercially exploit the comet by fragmenting and recovering it from the ocean using new technology proposed by Bash's Nobel laureates in a scheme that has not undergone scholarly peer review. Binti and Dibiaski try to mobilize the public opposition towards the scheme, but gives up on the threat from Orlean's administration. World opinion is divided among those who demand destruction of the comet, those who decry alarmism and believe that mining the comet will create jobs, and those who deny that the comet even exists. As expected, Bash's attempts at breaking the comet apart goes awry, and everyone realizes that humanity is doomed as the large comet starts hitting the Earth. Next, the main characters of the comedy disaster film Don't Look Up are Dr. Binti and Kate Dibiaski. Dr. Binti is an astronomy professor at Michigan State University. He is a concerned and earnest astronomer who braves the media and the White House despite his own panic attacks for the sake of convincing people of Earth's impending doom from a planet-killer comet. Meanwhile, Kate Dibiaski is an MSU doctoral candidate in astronomy. She is passionate about the world's fate and she isn't afraid to show it. Her righteous anger and worry were capitalized on by many who disagreed with her message, as she was ridiculed for expressing genuine emotion surrounding the fate of the planet. Both of the characters are important in the events that they are trying to leak the news of the comet to the public, as the government were trying to hide the truth since the midterm elections will be held in the next 3 weeks. Dr. Binti and Kate also kept mobilizing the public opposition towards the nonsense scheme that the White House agrees to despite receiving threats from the president's administration. The existence of these characters has helped to open the public's eyes even though not everyone listens to them. Moreover, Dr. Binti and Dibiaski also organized a protest campaign on social media against Orlean and Bash and call on other countries to conduct comet interception operations of their own. On top of that, the memorable scene of this film is the last part of it when the comet starts coming in, where it is all over the news. Dr. Binti decides to spend a final evening with his family, Dibiaski, Oglethorpe, and Yule, rejecting the offer from the president to leave the Earth together, along with others in the elite circle, by boarding a sleeper spaceship designed to find an Earth-like planet. As expected, the comet hits the Earth, causing a worldwide disaster, triggering an extinction-level event. I think it is touching how Dr. Binti still chooses his loved ones over anything else, despite knowing he is going to die very soon by staying with his family. I think this scene is memorable due to the fact that all of them spent their last time beautifully by sharing their secrets, praying for the best, telling they love each other, and expressing how grateful they are for trying their best to save the world, but unfortunately, the government has failed the mission. All in all, do I like this movie? The answer is yes. I really like this movie and I recommend the film Don't Look Up to my friends without any doubts. This is definitely because I really love the plot, the actors and actresses' realistic acting, and also the uncommon ending. For me, this film is not as predictable as other films I have watched. Furthermore, I really love how this film describes precisely regarding the public response, the higher up section, and also the media's move whenever a disaster occurs. I think it is based on the real situation that happened in the real world. Overall, I rate this movie as 8.5 over 10, and I think it is a fun movie to watch. I think that's all from me. Thank you.